thing is just perfection. Like just all around perfection. I want you guys to hear this idle. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? That idle is just beautiful. Oh my God. What's up, y'all? I'm back. Long time no see. Got something new. A new car that I'm going to be adding to the channel. A new build that I'm going to be doing. It's a 2007 Audi S6. Of course, this is the one with the V10, all-wheel drive, four-door sedan. I mean, look at this thing. The new project. This is the new project right here. This thing is beautiful. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of imperfection on this thing. It's, of course, going to be a project, but paint-wise, this thing is beautiful. I mean, look at that. Metallic silver all around. This thing is beautiful. Just picked it up about a week ago, and I'm going to be doing a good amount of things to this car. One thing that I really want to do is a lot of maintenance items that that this car is going to need. Basic shit like servicing the car, oil, coolant, stuff like that. Let me show you guys the V10. Basic stuff like oil, stuff like that, but there's other things that are prone to failure in this car that I want to take care of. Look at this. Other things I want to take care of. You guys can tell this car has been sitting for a very long time. The owner of this car didn't drive this car for like 2 years. He said he didn't want to. He wanted to eventually build it, make it his project. He never got to it. So now, fast forward 2 years later, I have it. One thing that I need to do right here, PCV system. This whole thing right here that goes in this big tube, all that, that's the PCV system. The PCV system on this car is not really a good PCV system. It's all plastic. It has all these little intricate parts that go into it. But this valve right here, it's like a check valve. This check valve right here is prone to failure. It's a plastic part, so that I really want to change that. Because I think I have a vacuum leak right now. Well, I'm pretty sure, because when you start the car, right, you can hear this hissing noise. It's coming from the oil separating system that this car has. It acts as like a PCV system. You can hear the whistling coming from the back of the engine. That means there's a vacuum leak. Traced it to right here. When you squeeze this tube right here, you can hear vacuum stop, right? That means there's an air leak somewhere. That messes with the ABS system. That messes with brakes, all this different type of stuff. It's not bad. It's still good to drive. It's a little bit rough on auto because of that though. And I know it's that because when I plugged that hole, when I pinched it, right, with my fingers, like the idle issue stopped. It happens when it goes a little bit below 1,000 RPMs. On cold start, it's not bad until it's warm, and then you can hear like that hissing noise that's going on. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, though. I mean, just look at this thing. There's no way that anybody can look at the C6, S6, or even any of the C6 cars, the A6, the C6, the RS6. There's no way anybody could look at these cars and say, man, those things are ugly. They're not. Body style on them, perfect body style, right? You have the arches, right? The side arches. You have the rear end. The rear end is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of my Charger a little bit. That's kind of why I wanted a C6 S6. So I know what you guys are gonna say in the comments about me buying one of these things. They're unreliable. They're this. They're that. They're that. When you are an owner that takes care of your cars, stuff like this is not an issue at all. I mean, of course, it's a V10. It's a sedan, but it was built on a platform that is already tried and tested. These things are nothing but bigger versions of the 3.2 V6 and the 4.2 V8. This is a 5.2 V10, and it's really the same thing as all those other cars. Electronics, stuff like that. This is a how old is this car? I mean, this car was made in 2007. This thing is damn near almost 20 years old at this point. Of course, there's going to be things that go wrong. There's little plastics, there's little electrical. There's so much plastic that's attached to that engine. It's not even funny. But in terms of like look at this interior right here. You have an all leather interior, right? Look at the steering wheel, stuff like that. You have all leather, right? Even on the doors. You come over here, you go to the back. You have all this stuff back here, all this leather, stuff like that. S6 logo on it. These things are just beautiful, right? Now, let me open the trunk right quick. This is how you do it. You open the trunk right here, right? Pull that up. Go back here. Now look at this trunk and all this space. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little bit dark, but this space is insane right here. Imagine you figure out a way to push like 800-900 horsepower out of these things, right? And you're able to put an ice tank in the back. Ice tank, put like a CO2 bottle back here, spool those turbos up a little bit better. Probably a nitrous bottle, water meth bottle right there, a little reservoir right there. I mean, come on, man. There's a lot of things that you can do with this car. This car is so beautiful in so many different ways. The body style, all that. I know I'm going on a tangent about body styles and stuff, but when I was looking for a car that I really wanted to keep and do a project and do an OEM plus build on it, I mean, Audi has some of the best cars that you could do OEM plus builds on. Right now, it has 148,000 miles on it. That's a lot of miles. A lot of miles, and I am aware of that. But what I said earlier in the video about an owner that is very precise on his maintenance, I don't care if the car had 300,000 miles on it. The reason why, I know that the previous owner took care of the vehicle. I know that even though it was sitting, that guy still took care of the vehicle. He still did oil changes on it. This guy still did oil changes on it. This guy still did meticulous maintenance on it. And that was something that I was looking for. Of course, this thing was sitting out for a long time. So the exterior parts like that, you could tell that the car was sitting on that side, the passenger side. The sun was sitting, hitting the car from that angle. That's why that headlight over there is yellow. Daytime running lights on that side don't work either. And that's perfect because I want to change out some stuff on that side and this side for headlights. And I know you guys really want to hear this car. I know you guys really do. I know you guys love cars just like me. That's why you guys are watching this video. You probably came across this video and just hear a motherfucker talking about his new Audi. But let's go ahead and start this thing. Woo! And it sounds so good too. Right now there's a check engine light for the rear O2 sensors. So the rear O2 sensors, let me turn this air off. Jesus, I don't even, I've been trying to figure out how to use like different things in this car. I don't know how to use them at all. Jesus Christ. But I don't know how to use certain things in this car. I feel like a caveman when I'm in it. But you guys want to hear this? Watch. Sounds so good. Ooh. This thing sounds so good. I mean, 5.2 liter V10. This is basically Audi R8 V10, Lamborghini V10. A little different odds and ends like that. Different intake manifold, stuff like that. That helps the R8s and Lamborghinis go a little bit higher in RPM. Of course, they make about 100 more horsepower, but at the end of the day, this is basically the same engine. 5.2 liter V10. They sound amazing too. They sound amazing. Like, come on. Look at all the room you have. Look at all the room in the back. I mean, this is a little sedan. right? This is a German sedan, European sedan. Their cars aren't really that big. This car might look big in pictures, in which I thought this car was big in pictures, but it's not really that big when you're actually in it in person. These cars are actually kind of small in person. This car isn't that much bigger than my Mercedes, lengthwise. Width, yeah, but lengthwise, no, it's not that much bigger than the Mercedes at all. You have a Lamborghini V10. This is all-wheel drive, 4-door sedan. How much better can you get with this whole package? This whole setup is just amazing. All-wheel drive, V10, and Quattro all-wheel drive. The Quattro system is one of the best all-wheel drive systems ever created. It was proved by Rally, right? There's only a couple all-wheel drive systems that could actually compete, and one of them is the Evo system, Mitsubishi's Evo system, whatever it's called, and then Subaru's all-wheel drive system. And then probably X-Drive, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, this is probably one of the best all-wheel drive systems in a car that was put in car. It was the most notorious race cars from Germany had the Quattro system in it. Rally, DTM-wise, anything like that. With all that being said, though, guys, hey, I hope you guys like the new Audi that I bought. It's a really cool car. I like it a lot. And I'm going to have a lot of stuff to do with it. I'm going to be doing a lot of experimental stuff that I'm going to be telling you guys in later videos, a lot of ideas that I have with it. Not a lot of people have really built the V10, but they built the V8s and the V6s. It's a nice platform. The V6 and the V8 and the V10 basically all the same engine. V8 just has more cylinders than the 6. The 6 has less cylinders than the 8. You guys know what I'm saying already. Really do hope you guys like it. It's going to be a clean OEM Plus build, and man, I can't wait to post all these Instagram videos of this fire car and the progress and stuff like that. But there is one thing you guys have been asking me for, and that's the charger build. This thing right here. This thing, right? I'm going to have a good update on it, and the reason why I haven't worked on it. This thing is still in the same spot that I left it in the last video. All I need is supercharger to basically be bolted on, valve cover, stuff like that. But I'm gonna give you guys a bigger update in the next video where I break down where I'm at on the charger and when it's going to be done and why it's taking so long to give you guys an update. That thing too, still have that thing. I think it's beautiful. They've both been sitting for a very long time, but hey, hope you guys have a good day. Y'all boys stay safe. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.